Hello, everyone. I'm live. This is a live stream. If you are watching the replay, just fast forward to the fun parts where we start doing stuff. Whoop. I thought I'd turn that down. Let me just turn that down again. All right. So, welcome to those in chat. Hopefully, we have some people come today. Today I'm going to be trying to recreate this pattern, but maybe in blue or another color. Hi, Lita. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Gail. So glad you guys can make it. Excuse me. I just had my protein shake. Hi, Johnny. Johnny, is it Johnny or Joni? A, Johnny, B, Joni. Let me know. Hi, Dar. Hey, Debbie. Good to see you. You must be done school and enjoying summer now. Hi, Ann Makes. Hey, Cheryl. Joni. Okay, Joni. I'll try to remember that. Hey, Dana. Hello, Patty. What brand of protein shake do I use? I use, oh gosh. I can't remember what it's called. I'll post it in my stories on Instagram, Gail. I just can't think of it at the moment. It's chocolate and it's plant-based. And it's not milk-based. Hi, Sandra. So Debbie finished yesterday and next year is your last year full-time. Well, that's exciting. And Gail, it's very tasty. I mix it with water, mostly water, a little bit of cashew / almond milk, and then almost a full scoop of the protein powder. And then I slice in half a banana or I put in some frozen blueberries and it's yummy. Hello, Crafty Gal. Oh, so Crafty Gal, you're Judah. Awesome. I've seen you around. I didn't know you were Judah because I know you from PMR Studios. Hey, Sapia. All right. So yeah, so I thought I would, I'm going to try to do a live stream once a month. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to put out videos once a week. We'll see how that goes. No promises. But I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm hoping to try to release my videos either Friday or Saturday. Like if it's a flip through Friday, I try to put it on a Friday. But if it's just a regular video, I'm going to try to put it on Saturday. So I don't know if that'll help people see them. So yeah, so this one is a jelly print, but then I added doodles and painted on top. So people seem to like that one. I did not record doing it, so I thought I could do it in blue. So these are the colors I used to make it. I used this Payne's Gray and this silver because that was the color challenge for May in PM Artist Studios Facebook group. And then these were the 3 colors I used on this print. So alizarin crimson, fluorescent pink, and rose pink. And then I added some doodling with a pink Posca just in these circles, like not on the outside here, but just in these little centers, some of them. And then I used a white gel pen, a pip pen, a black pip pen, and a black Posca. And I think some silver paint. I can't remember. So how's everybody doing this Saturday? Everybody having fun? All right, put that pink away. I know a lot of people don't like pink. I think pink gets a bad rap. I think pink's an awesome color. Hi, Shelly. So I was thinking we do it with some blues. What do you guys think? Do you think that would be fun? Hi, Sherry. So do we have all yes for blues, or would anybody like a different color, like maybe a purple? Joni, Team Pink, hashtag Team Pink. Hi, Anne. Happy Saturday. So while we're thinking about the color, if people are okay with the blue, I'm just going to show what I've been up to. I've been spending last week working on my Magic Forest journal. If you saw my video with these transfers that I had done, try not to give this away. These transfers, this is where it's going, and I've been working on it, and I'm planning to do a hashtag flip through Friday next week. But it won't be completed, but I do have quite a bit done, so I'm going to show that there. This is a Stamperia paper, and it was the ephemera that inspired the color palette and the journal. All right, so let's put that aside. I'll go more into that journal next Friday. What else? Hi, Janet V Bomb Bomb, Vichy Bomb Bomb. Hi, Eddie. The other thing I've been up to is when I was doing those other transfers, I had different pages on the side, and these two magazine prints sort of ended up on each other, and I thought, well, that would be interesting to make like this Cyclops lady. So I did that. There's a reel on my Instagram, but there's also a shorts on YouTube if you want to kind of see that, how I made that. Hi, Lori. Hey, Eddie. It is freaky. I know. I thought I'm not going to do like a full video on it because it's kind of weird, but I thought I'd make a fun short or a reel. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Brenda, did I say hi? I think I did. Yeah. So this one was done using this stencil by PM Artist Studios called Imagined Wallflowers. And it's actually what they call a imperfectly perfect. They sent me this extra stencil in my order. So apparently it's not perfect. I don't know. I'm not sure what's not perfect about it. I can't really figure it out. So I think their standards are pretty high because, oh, maybe these didn't cut out very well. Maybe these little spots. So they have pretty, high standards. Hi, Nettie. Hi, Aunt Beck. So that's how I did it. And I found that I did have a lot of blank spaces. So that's why we added the doodles. And then I just kind of emphasized the flowers a bit more. Aunt Beck is heating up some soup as it's chilly and rainy. That's why you're not out thrifting, I guess, hey? I'll just show a few other stencils I got in my last order. I got this Ruin Blocks that is designed by Paula Keen. I can't wait to play with that one. I haven't played with it yet. I got this eucalyptus tree, which I think it's in my pile with the Magic Forest. I got this Happy Stream. It's a Miriam Wolf design. And I think that's going to be funky to play with. They sent me some little freebies. And this is an outie, which means like you can use it to do Frankie stencils and such. This is another Imperfectly Perfect, the Aqueous Effervescence. And I do have an Aqueous Effervescence, but I have like the larger one. So this is kind of a nice to have a different size. That'll be fun in a water journal. And then I ordered this vintage Paris map, and it's a Suzanne Dufresne design. And that's this one here. So that's going to be fun to do. And the other thing is that PM Art Studios are coming up on a milestone. They're coming up to 6,000 subscribers. So they're going to be doing a giveaway. Hi, Kimberly. They do have a promo code for people for orders 35 and over, and this is the promo code. I also have a promo code you can use called DevonFan10 if that's too hard for you to remember. I don't know if I get perks from that. I'm not sure. I should probably ask that, but anyways, check them out. They're awesome. Thanks, Safia. Hi, Kirsten. So for their giveaway, I'm donating a copy of this book, Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. And my copy is well loved. You can see it's quite thick. If you haven't seen this book before, it's a very good book. It has lots of images for collage. You do have to fussy cut everything. So if you win this book, you'll have fun. Sorry, I just stuck these stickers in there. I would just say, just be careful when you're cutting out things. I'll show you what I mean. Anyways, it has a good range of images. And what I mean is like, where is it? Oh yeah, so here. So the pages are a good thickness, but sometimes they kind of stick together and you can inadvertently cut the page underneath. So don't do that. I had to crank and stencil those people together. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, I should say. Sharon's going to be watching while she's crafting. Awesome. Hi, Joelle. Hi, Beth. Wow, thanks everybody for coming today. This is very exciting. Like I said to those that just came in, I'm going to try to do a live stream once a month because it is fun interacting with all you lovely peeps. And I do have a small giveaway today. So we'll do that at the end. Just a little envelope of goodies. I think that's about it. So when I was getting ready for the live stream, I noticed the eye from my Cyclops lady was staring at me. Apparently I didn't clean off my plate. So this little lady was giving me the evil eye. So I'm going to just clean it one more time. So Joelle, you haven't seen any jelly printing videos before? Oh, well, you're in for a treat because it's fun. Kimberly, did I say hi to you? I think I did. It's funny, you get kind of like a streamer brain when you're streaming. You just, words come out and you're not really sure what you're saying. So I'm just rubbing some baby oil on there. If you have any questions or you want to talk to me or ask me a question or say something, please put it in uppercase or caps, because that way I will see it a lot easier. And my plate is very yellow from using alcohol inks on my plate, but it still works fine. I do have a new plate in my cart in Amazon. I don't know. I just think it doesn't look good on videos. It still works perfectly, but perhaps I should get a prettier plate. Streamer brain, yes. Okay, so the inspiration for this print, like I said earlier, was the color combo challenge in Makers Facebook group. And the color combo challenge was Payne's gray and silver. And then you can add a pop of color and you can add black and white. So I added pinks. So let's do blue. Now, the order that I did the pinks in, well, I'll explain that in a bit. So is everybody okay if I do blue, or did someone have like a burning desire to see a different one? Thanks, Dart. Oh, so if you want to enter PM Artist Studios giveaway, if you're a subscriber of theirs, you probably know already, but you leave a comment on one of their fairly recent videos. I don't remember the time frame, but it's whichever video has the most comments they're going to do the giveaway from. Beth says she loves blue. All right, Beth, we'll do blue. I know Dar loves blue. Blue works. All right, let's do blue. So the first step is before I put the stencil on, I want underneath here to have some color. So we're going to put the Payne's gray and the silver. Now, this is it's a technique I've done. I mean, it has a name now. PM Artist Studios have dubbed it the long haul technique. I would call this method I'm about to do a medium haul. Meaning you add layers and layers before you take your stencil off and do your final pull. All right, I think I've got it. So we're going to do a medium haul, but I'm going to start with an ombre of Payne's gray and the silver. This is a Martha Stewart Crafts acrylic metallic. It's silver, what kind of champagne? And I'm going to give it a good shake. All right, so we're going to start with just an ombre of those two colors. And I hope, is the lighting okay? And I'm assuming you guys can all hear me okay because no one said anything. Hope there's not too many shadows. If I turn this off, is that better? Or is that worse? Wait a minute. So just taking those little nubbins off. Lighting and sound are great. Okay, maybe I'll put this light back on then. All right, so let's do, and you want a good amount under your stencil because you want it to stay there. You don't want it all to stick to the stencil. Now when you use, PM Artist Studios make their stencils out of Yupo, and I find when you use a stencil for the first time, a lot of it will stick to your stencil, which is okay. So we're going to just do this ombre here. I'm getting a little bit better at using this big brayer. It's a little tricky, but so I've got quite a bit of paint there, which is good. Rolling it off on the side on my IKEA instructions. That'd be kind of some nice fodder. All right, so then we put our stencil down, and let's do it the same way we did the other one. And then you lift up the paint. Yes, Safi, I need a bigger knife. I need a bigger brayer. You think that's a brayer? This is a brayer. The 80s were fun, weren't they? Crocodile Dundee and all that. Note to self, get a big brayer like Devin's. So I got the big Mamba, the medium, and then the teeny tiny one. I think we should name them. I want to name my plates too. Somebody, I can't remember, it's Patricia. She has a name for all her plates, her jelly plates. She has a ton. I have like one 5x7, one 8x10, small round one, this 4-inch round. And then Peggy Fitzmore sent me a huge 12x14 plate, which is awesome. So you want to get most of that out. Safia, you like the teeny tiny one. It's great to start off backgrounds on blank paper in an art journal. Yeah. Crafty. Oh, Jitta, where's that big brayer from? It was from Amazon. Just Google brayers. I don't know what brand it was. So I'm trying to get most of that gray out of the spaces there. I might even use a little baby wipe. Yeah, Sharon, the big one's nice. It takes a while to get used to like how much paint to use on it. But for example, like when I was working on those image transfers for my Magical Forest journal, it was nice also because I didn't use the whole plate, but it had a 12-inch surface for me to use, which was great. I didn't have to put paint on the whole thing. All right. Gail says different uses for different sizes. So true. Also, if you're doing techniques where you need to let things dry, it's nice to have a different plate to play with while you're waiting for a layer to dry. Hi, Dare. So you want to leave the stencil on? I'm going to let it dry a little bit so that it doesn't get muddy. Dare is working and lurking. Nice. The stencil sticks to the plate. Yeah, like it sticks pretty good. It's not like stuck, but it's like it suctions onto it. All right, yell at me if I'm missing anything. Hi, Leona Jean. All right, so I'm actually going to I'm going to take this paper and sorry for the ripping. Hi, Anne. Hello, Janet. You're the bossy butt. Janet is the bossy butt, and I want everyone to know. That is kind of some fun, like it's got different languages in there, so that's kind of fun. It's going on my floor. Janet, I need you to think of some snark for this lady. I had titled her, Don't Hate Me Because I'm Beautiful, but maybe you have a better snark for her. All right, so that's pretty dry. So now we're going to add, when I did the pink one, I added this crimson hue first, and then I added this fluorescent pink, and then I did the final pickup with this rose pink. So I think we're going to do this blue first, and then this brilliant blue, and then do the pickup with this aqua green. Janet, you're going to think on that. Thank you. All right, let's do this. So this, we're just putting just the blue. Now when you're putting paint on with the stencil there, you actually have to use more paint than you think, because a lot of it sticks to stencil, and you really want to get it like in all the crevices there. So I'm pushing pretty hard to get in all those little cracks. Ooh, slip sliding away there. Kind of roll up my sleeve. This is like a workout. Yesterday I spent a bit of time in my room, but I spent some time outside crafting. It was just such a lovely day. Okay, and then you want to pick that up. I've been really enjoying this paper I got at a thrift store. It's just somebody's business paper, and it's really smooth and yummy. Why did I do the ombre first? I didn't have to, but I did it because of the color challenge I was doing, which was Payne's Gray and Silver. So it was a good way to incorporate both those colors. Is Artie Dar here? Hi, Artie Dar. I think I missed you. Or is that... Oh yeah, there's Artie Dar. All right, so then you pick up that. And this is kind of cool because you get like an imprint of the stencil. So that kind of makes a neat print. When I did, I'm just going to try to pick up a bit more of the blue from some of those holes. Especially in the edges. And then I'll show you the pink one that I got. You still want some of the blue in there, but you don't want too much. So this is just a thin paper bag, and I'm just pushing it into areas that I want to pick up a little bit more of that bluey blue. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. And you do want to let that dry. I noticed, yeah, I have a bit of some paper stuck on here from when I was doing something. Let's take that off. Let me find that pink print. Where did it go? So here's one of the prints that came up when I was doing the other one. Excuse me. Let's see, am I missing anything? We have a sunny day here today. Temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that means in Fahrenheit. So I just want that to dry a bit more before I add the next color. And I might just take a little bit more out of some areas. It's okay if it doesn't all come up. It kind of adds to the randomness of the final print. You can see if you look close there, you can see different colors. So, all right. So Sandy, hi Sandy. Sandy says her challenges with the long haul technique is what to do with all the in-between pull-off sheets because they all look kind of ugly to me. Well, what you could do is, so you have that, you could use a spray to enhance it. Let's see, I have a spray here. So this one here is like a mica. And let me get my spray box out while this is drying. That's a very good question, Sandy. Get out my ugly spray box. So you could spray it and blot it. Let's see, let's use this purple. Safia says she keeps adding to them. There's also a Julie Faye Fan Balzer trick where she uses any leftover paint to just add brush marks, doodles, etc. And they can end up really cool. Yeah. Here's some purple. Look, Janet, I'm wiping their noses. I'm being a good girl. And let's do a pink. Safia also says, any ugly paper can look amazing once you cut or rip smaller pieces out of it. Yes, exactly. You can like rip a small piece and add it to an ATC or whatever. And this is just one. This is just one idea about adding sprays or wipe their noses. You don't want Janet to yell at you because she's actually the bossy one. She calls me bossy, but we all know who wears the bossy pants. And so that's our, I don't know if you can see that. Once it dries, you might see the shine even more. So that's one thing you can do with the in-between prints. I'm just going to throw that on the floor. And then I won't even be able to walk out of here when we're done. So thank you, Sandy, for that question because it gave me something to do while this was drying. Safia also says, when I've done mini collages in the past, some of the most interesting bits and textures come from random wipe up bits from in between prints. Yes. And what did Sharon say? Sharon says she likes making die cuts from them. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty dry. All right, let's add our next color. So this is a brilliant blue. Okay, put that in there. Ah! Bird's gone wild. Add a little bit more. So you really need a lot of paint when you're going over stencil, especially a crusty one. Now I don't really wash my stencils too often, but you could. I don't know if you should, but you could. All right, so there we got our blue, and let's do another pull. Now I'm going to do it on the graph side of that paper. Janet says she's only bossy when it comes to straight lines and tidiness. Otherwise, it's all on you. I'm not bossy. I make loving suggestions. And it's usually when you ask a question, when you say, how should I do this? You give your input once and then bam, you're labeled bossy. My goodness. All right. So that's pretty good. See, and I like that just as it. Oh, paper's ripping a little bit there. And it lifted a smidge. That's okay. So I think that's kind of cool, like, because that's got two different colors of blue on it. To me, that reminds me of like Hawaii. I think you could even just cut out a piece, put a focal point, and make a card out of that. Loving suggestions, yes. Janet. Oh. Kristen's been saying she's been wanting to enter the world of die cuts, but I fear it's a black hole and expensive. Yeah, it's a little bit of a black hole. I get most of mine from my friend who sells Stampin' Up stuff, but I have bought some on sale at Michael's, or I was going to say Hobby Lobby, but that's not true because I don't go there. I only go there if I'm traveling. So you want to have some open areas for the pickup color to show. So I'm just making a few of those. And you can see where there's all these spots here, you're going to have big globs of paint. Gail says, be careful not to buy dyes that you may only use one time. Not worth it. Yeah. And you know, a lot of the like Amazon sells dyes. You can also get some from cheaper sources, which I won't say. So there's our base print. We're going to let that dry. And I'm going to try to, I think I waited too long. I'm going to try to see if I can get some of that paint down. So we got like a little print here. And then, let me just move this over for a second. For that one. And then you can also clean your stencil with the baby wipe. See if you can get some more of the color off. So you have to go where the paint's still wet, which I think is this side. Gail says she's used basic shape dyes more than any others. Yeah, and I like insects and flowers. I have some nice underwater, like a seahorse and some fish that I quite like. But I do tend to use the same die cuts over and over. So you just got to be careful if your stencil has little edges that come up, as you all know, that you just have to be careful you don't like I just did there, that you don't rub in the opposite direction, because then you can damage your stencil. So anyhow, I don't think I did this when I did the pink one, because I don't really usually have patience for stuff like this, but I thought Joelle would like to see this. Debbie says a Cameo or Cricut can be a better investment. Yes. I don't have any of those. My sister bought a Cricut, so I'm hoping I can go to her house and play, but I haven't yet. And save your baby wipes. Like, these make fun, like you lay it out to dry, and that makes fun little pieces of fabric you can use. You can like sew them onto like a tag or whatever. It kind of looks tie-dye, doesn't it? All right, so I'll let that dry. So we're letting our print dry so that we can do our pickup. Sharon prefers the embossing folders for texture on lots of stuff, and your Cricut wouldn't do that. That's true. Although, Sharon, I saw you trying to like roll your embossing folders, and that seemed to kind of work. Anne says the Brother Scannicut doesn't require subscription as others do, or at least they didn't. True, true, true. All right. Let's see, how does this one look? Oh, let's save that one too. I'll send that one to Janet. Janet, I'm going to send you some trash. All right. So that one I would definitely add sprays or more layers of stencils onto. So we've got, you know, our sub prints. Oh, and the one that's drying in the box. Where's that? So just for making, you know, one print, we're going to have 5. So I guess that's, I see that as an advantage of the long haul technique or the medium haul. So, all right, let's put these aside. Let's bring our plate back over. Janet says, you've never considered saving baby wipes? Maybe because you've changed too many babies. Yeah, I won't send you any poopy brown baby wipes like this one. I'm saving this one, but I won't send this one to you. This is a little too poopy brown. This one I'm going to add sprays to it. That's funny. Anne says she's gotten multiple dies from Temu and so far has been happy with them. And Sharon got her big shot on Marketplace. Yeah, you can always check Marketplace. Kijiji. All right, so this is still very wet right there. So I'm going to take out my handy dandy dryer, which is this one. That's really thick. I think I might just, I want to kind of dab it because I don't want it to take forever to dry. I'm just going to dab it with my fingers a little bit just to make it a little bit thinner. There we go. So there's going to be a lot of empty spaces, but that's where like the extra paint and the doodling comes in. Colleen says, if you have arthritis, I'd be looking for an electric one. It can be hard to work the crake. Ooh, Quirky Queen, Kristen's calling this a luxury color combo. Ooh, I like that, luxury color. So Joelle, it has to be dry because when I add the last layer of paint, if it's not dry, it's just going to smudge everything. And I hope this isn't causing anybody here. Let me just do this aside because I don't want anybody to have like a seizure from my fanning. Hi, Kathy Arbor. So I'm just fanning off. Oh, you can still see it. Let me move it more. I'm causing just a peripheral seizure. What did Anne say? Anne found the Vagabond in clearance, and it is wonderful when doing more than 1 or 2. Cool. So the Vagabond, that's the name of the electric kind of die cutting machine. Is that correct? I don't know if I have anything else to show you guys while I'm waiting for this to dry. Excuse me. Gail says she doesn't use her die cutting machine enough to warrant getting an electric one. Me too, Gail. And I don't like doing like fussy piecing together. I like simple, fairly simple dies. So I'm just patting this area a little bit more. So all the other areas are pretty dry. We're just waiting for that one. Yeah, Janet, you tell him. See who's bossy. Here, let's put this one out here. They make an attachment that makes it electric? Interesting. All right, I think that's almost dry. So you can, oh, still a little wet there, but you know what? I'm going to go for it. All the rest to dry. Sherry has a cuddle bug that needs more dyes. A cuddle bug, that's like a big shot, right? But just maybe a bit smaller. Is that true? And Colleen has a Gemini. Before she started doing mixed media, she was a card maker. Yeah, I did scrapbooking. That's when I got my machine. Okay, so now we're going to pull it with this aqua green. I wish I had like a Liquitex baby blue, but I don't. I should get one. And I don't want to use like a PBO because I want, you know, I already have some shiny elements. I don't want to add more shiny elements. Just taking a quick look around. Is that aqua going to be not blue enough? Let me just check my paint stash. Maybe the sky blue will be better. What do you guys think? The aqua green or the sky blue? Hi, Renee. Good to see you. You're on a crafty retreat. That's cool. We have a vote. Aqua green or sky blue? Aqua, aqua, 2 aquas. Okay, let's do aqua. All right, so I'm going to get my paper ready. I'm going to do it on this one again. I don't think I've, oh, I have used it. All right. And I don't want to do an ombre of this because I want it to be fairly uniform because we're going to add the doodles. Hi, CB. CB, that was very sweet of you this morning to help me get a bid in. I really appreciated it. And one time I actually accidentally pressed before she said go, and I still didn't get it. So I was about to give up, but your sweetness made me persevere. All right, so that's pretty even. And it's a little thick, but you know what? If you give it enough time to dry, it should be fine. Hi, Mary. So I was at Johnny's junk journal shop today, and she was having a sale, and I thought I'm gonna bid on a few things, and I did get some stuff. And CB hooked me up. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. It's gonna take a few minutes, I think, because I put a pretty good coat on there. I think that'll be garbage. All right, so what should we do in the meantime? Hello, Susan. Yes, welcome. You're not usually on YouTube on Saturday mornings. All right, so let's put that aside. What else can we do? We could add a glaze to that, but I don't have, I only have one 8x10 plate. Let's get out my big Mamba Jamba plate. Where is it? It's going to be noisy, so I'm going to just walk away so it's not too noisy. So if you're just tuning in, we're doing a long/medium haul on a stencil from PM Art Studios. And I think it's a Darcy design. So let's just do a glaze on that, see how that looks. So by glaze, I mean you just put on like a transparent sort of shimmery colors, so you'll still see the base color. It doesn't have to be shimmery, but I just like doing shimmery. as long as it's transparent. So while we're waiting for that other print to dry, yes, that has to dry too before you pull your paper up if you want it all to come off. So what it does is all the layers of the paint will collect together and attach to your paper. Let's use our medium Joe here. And we're just going to kind of do like a mishmash of colors, not really an ombre. But you do want it, what was that? Is that Lucy hair? So I don't know if anybody heard, but Lucy hurt her knee, so she's limping, and I have to carry her up and down the stairs. And if you get like a little spot, it's because a little chunk got stuck on your brayer. Ooh, CB, are you pouring Baileys for everybody? That would be awesome. And she put down. Do you have anything else I can glaze? Here, let's do that. We can show the difference. Poor Lucy, I know. And we found out with the x-rays that she has arthritis in her hips. My poor old gal. You have a large bottle. So do I. Mary, grab out your jelly plate. Join in. Have some fun. Yeah, Gail, and I asked them about a laser, and they said they didn't do laser there, but they did, they could refer us to someone, but they think she's not a very good candidate for surgery because they felt like her other knee was also not very good. And so they just want to give her another month of more medication. We added a joint supplement, and she's already seeming better. So that's like adding a glaze to that ho-hum print. So that's, that's already pretty good, I think. And then you could add another layer. Yeah, Gail, they said maybe we could try acupuncture. They don't do acupuncture, but they know someone, they have someone that does. I'm thinking, sorry, I'm just thinking of adding to this other print here. Just add another layer to it. We're waiting for that other one to dry. Hey, Lisa Mingus. Well, I sure hope I haven't missed anybody. Hi, Lynn. I think you snuck in. I don't think I saw you before. All right, so this one, we're just going to pop that down quickly. And we're just going to kind of, as I'm rolling, some of the paint's coming off. So I don't even have to use paper to press it. And then we're going to reapply that on there. And I didn't really pay attention to the direction of the pattern. I didn't really want it to line up. I don't think it's going to line up. Yeah, Gail, I'm not sure about acupuncture, especially for a knee. I don't really know if it's like a tendon that's torn. I don't really know what acupuncture is going to do. But she seems to be doing pretty well on the pain medications. So, and she's always happy. She's such a good-natured dog when it comes to people. Not when it comes to other dogs, though. She's kind of a biatch, we'll say. Some other dogs she likes, others not so much. There's another tie-dye baby wipe for Janet. I'm just kidding, Janet. I'm not going to send you these. Feels very autumnal there today, which is weird. Yeah, that is weird. A brownie with Baileys. And then that didn't have a lot of paint, so I think it's gonna, and it's okay if it's just partial. And wouldn't you know it, that's so funny. It actually, I think it lined up with the one underneath it, which is bizarre. I was actually trying to not line it up, so I guess I didn't try hard enough. But there we go. So one of our secondary prints, we're able to kind of like zhuzh it up a little bit pretty easily. I can't remember who was talking about trouble with the long haul is the in-between prints. So that's another way you can use in-between prints. All right, let's see if our other one's dry. I'm going to put this one aside. I feel like Julia Childs. I'm going to put this cake over here. And now we'll bring back our one that was in the oven. Okay, still feels a little cold. Let's take a peek. Oh, okay. I think it's good. So Joe L was asking why we did the ombre first. So this is why we did the ombre. Actually, I'm just going to pop that on here to make it flat. So we did the ombre so that we would have kind of like just a variation in the base color. You see that? So this is what this one looked like pretty much. And then I added the extra doodles. So for example, like these areas here, I added more silver paint. These ones I just doodled on top. I added more interest to the little thingamajigs in the middle. So let's do that. Let's do a little bit of doodling. All right, so I'm going to just keep this here for reference. Do it that way. So on acrylic paint, you can't just use like your felt markers because they will eat them up. But I learned this trick from Debbie Epps, and Debbie is here in chat, is a Pitt pen, which is India ink. Seems to work pretty well on acrylic. So let's do, and also of course Posca pens. I'm going to grab my black Posca pen and I'm going to, let's see, trying to match this up. So see here how I just kind of added an outline and then doodled in the middle. So let's do that. So, and I mean, this print is fine as is. I just think, and when I did the pink one, so I just think that it just really, little extra pop of contrast really helped it. So I'm just gonna show you a sample of one area. We won't do the whole thing. And then I'll post the finished one, I don't know, on Instagram and Makers maybe. I never know where to post things. I apologize. I mean, I'm not on Facebook that much. I try to go into my groups, but I don't regularly just scroll through posts. So this one's more like a triangle. I kind of like that, how it looks like a leaf. So we're going to change it up a bit. So instead of doing this like swirly thing, let's kind of give it sort of a leaf shape. Let's do that. And then with the Pitt pen, we can just kind of add our doodles. So it's still a monoprint, like every print's going to be different. And then when you add your doodles, you even make it more your own, you know? And then if we wanted, we could add some blue dots. Okay, that's not very dark. I don't have very many colors of Posca. Let's use this blue. I think that'll be kind of neat. Do I do dots? It already has dots on it. What to do? What to do? You know what? I'm just going to add like a drop shadow to the leaf. Ooh, I like that color of blue. And then maybe we'll just kind of go around it. And while the Pitt pen is wet, you can actually smudge it a bit. Once it's dry, it's India ink, so it is permanent. And you can't smudge it so much once it's dry. So already we can see that this one is quite different from this one. Let's work on one of these centers here. So I'm going to actually use this blue to outline. And sorry, this is where I get kind of quiet. And I'm going to add some blue dots. And let's add, do I have a green Pitt pen? Do you mean, Lynn? This might be a bit too much, but oh, Lucy, no, 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 Lucy, no. Do I have a green? Did you answer me, Lynn? Shh, Lucy, shh. Sorry, someone's outside and she's a green Pitt pen for the leaves. Yeah, I could do green, but I'm going to keep the color palette pretty monochrome. Like, so here you could see, where was it? I added a lot of petals. Like right here, this I kind of made into petals. Let's do some outlining. And I'm going to just do the black like I did there. So we're just going to make our petals. Sorry, I need to turn this a certain way. But yeah, you could certainly add green. I'm just wanting to keep it fairly simple. And I don't want to, the silver showed up a lot more on this one than it did on the pink one. I want a thinner Pitt pen because I don't want to lose the silver. But do any of my thinner Pitt pens actually work? There's this one. I don't think it works though. No, that one doesn't work. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's try this one. Hope my nose isn't in the shot. So this pen is like a little bit thinner. So you can see. I like you can see the gray a little bit more. Lucy, no. No, you be a good girl. So there we have like one petal. And here you can see I kind of made this petal sort of smaller. And I did black. So I could do that, or I could make up a petal. But I think I'd probably do the same thing. Here where it's black, that might be a good spot to use maybe a silver gel pen to make the petals. Do I have a silver gel pen? I have a white one. I don't know if I have a silver one that works. This is silver. Okay, let's see. Let's give it a go. And then here you can outline these with the silver. So when you add these doodles, it does, you know, it does take some time. And then I think I'll do the petal in black. Hello, Lady True North Jan. Hello, Paul Pete. So I think I'll outline each petal in the black, but then do the inner petals with the silver. Just because if I put black over where the paint gray really showed, it might not be as effective. I sure hope my big schnoz isn't showing up on the camera. And then we can add a bit more, maybe some black dots. Maybe some white dots. So we got that. And then here, I think in this case, so each time it's going to be different. Like here, I painted it silver and then added my doodles, but I really like that blue showing through. So I think I'll just do some white. Should I just do some white lines? Like here I did white lines. Let's just do so that's kind of cool. And then we could use the black pen to maybe push it back a bit once it dries. So I think y'all get the idea. What time is it? It's been an hour. So rather than watch me doodle all day, would you guys like me to do another print perhaps? Should we do some more jelly printing? Do I have any requests for any techniques? And then I'm going to use the thin one. Let you guys answer that. Nope, that's not working. And you don't have to follow each. You can make extra lines in there too, right? You don't have to follow it exactly. But once I start doodling, I just kind of, I love doodling. I just get in the zone. I could just doodle. I could doodle for days. Whoops. So let's just add a little bit of this. And I'm just going to smudge it. There we go. Or we could add a glaze of another type. Thanks, Sharon. All right, let's see. Did anybody answer my question? People talking about getting in the zone. Art Nouveau, yes. Kitty made a mess. Oh no. Sorry, Anne. Let's see if I missed anybody. Janet's, don't be afraid, Janet. It's okay. I won't be mean. And here we could add maybe just some little silver dots. So wherever I paint black, I can add some silver dots. Let's find another area to paint black so you guys know what I'm talking about. And we could even do like, maybe that's the stem to that one. So like here, it's very like in your face. So let's do another leaf here. Let's do a leaf like that. And then we'll paint. And you don't need a Posca paint. You can, a Posca pen, you could just use some black paint. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, so I'm not going to paint it in yet. I'm just going to do this one section. These aren't very good leaves. I think it's hard to doodle on demand, isn't it? And we'll add a little bit of blue. I should probably wait for that to dry a smidge. Just wait a minute. You should make great tote bag designs, especially on canvas. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I'm excited to try some of these other stencils I showed before the stream started. Like, for example, this one, you could do some really cool doodles inside each of those little areas. You could do so many different colors with that. Yeah, we'll play with that one another time. All right, let's just do a little bit more. Do, 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 do. A little smudge. See, if I had done this and tried to smudge while the black pit pen was still wet, it would have been smudgy like black. A little bit there, actually. And we'll just do a little. So I actually like how the silver paint kind of bubbled here. I'll show you a close-up. So I don't want to add too much detail to the leaf itself. So if you can see that, see how there's like little bubbles? When the stencil came off, it sort of pulled off and made little bubbles there. Yeah, so this stencil is from Kim Artist Studios. It's the Imagined Wallflowers. I think it's Darcy that created this one, this design, but I don't see her name. The one they sent me was actually, they sent it with my order. It's a perfectly imperfect, so it didn't cut out perfectly, so they don't sell things that don't cut out perfectly. The size that I used was actually the 9x12, and that's why it fit, you know, it extended beyond my 8x10 plate, which is good to keep in mind when you're getting stencils, like what size are you getting, what do you want it for. I'm just going to put my little dots in here. And I'm just going to show you, so here we doodled in white. On here we can doodle in, I think black would look better. And do we do lines? Or we could do something else. We can do concentric lines. Let's do that. Like this one we did, I just did straight lines. But we could actually just follow the outline of the and again, don't doodle on acrylic paint with your good markers, like with your felt tip markers, your water-based felt tip markers, or your alcohol markers, because that will ruin them. These are Pitt pens, and I seem to feel that you can actually go over acrylic with them. And I feel like I learned that from Debbie Epps. Is that correct, Debbie? And if I don't like this, I can add to it. I could add like silver lines, right? I just realized I'm not wearing my reading glasses. I'm wearing my other glasses, but that's okay. So with that, bye Lori, have a great weekend. Oh, you thought I designed the stencil? No, Sharon, I don't design stencils. I just play with them. So let's add, I think it'd be cool to add in some silver. I'm just finding that area a little bit bland, like the color's too flat. I'm just adding, just with the gel pen. And gel pens work quite well over acrylic, I think. This gel pen is pretty fat, so I'm just really not pressing very hard. So if you came in later and you missed the beginning, I am thinking of trying to do a live stream once a month, probably on a Saturday, similar time. And I showed a few things that I'm working on at the beginning if you want to check those out. And let's just do a bit more here and then we'll do the giveaway. I just want to show how sort of a completed area will look. Bye, Sherry. Bring on the brads. I don't know what that means. What do you mean by that? What brads are we talking about? Are we talking about people with the name Brad? Or are we talking about brads like those little clippy things? So I'm digging the monochrome sort of aspect of these flowery doodles. This one I have a hard time getting going. I have to have it just the right angle. So we'll just quickly do these petals. I find it easier when I'm doodling to pull towards me. I don't know if other people find that as well. Sorry, I can't look at chat. Whoops, while I'm doodling. If you get to it quick enough, you can erase it with your finger if you make a mistake. I don't know, did Debbie answer my question? I just kind of want to go with the flow. Add some extra marks. And then I think when we do this, we'll get a better sense of where this print is going to. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Show that. I don't know why they. Oh, okay. So that's where this blueprint is going. So it's going to be similar but different to the pink version. I think the silver on this print really showed up a lot more than it did on that one. So let's do our little giveaway. I'll show you, oh, I'll just show you the other prints and then we'll do the giveaway. So that's the one that we sprayed. This is one of the pickups. That's one of the original ones. And then that was one from the pink one. Janet has quite a few succulents, don't you know? All right, where did my giveaway go? Here it is. All right, so for the giveaway today, we have a couple little napkins, one of my little stickers from my digital art. This is just a dollar store ticket that I faux antiqued. This is actually antique nabob coupon, one of these little cat stickers that I got from Temu. This is a tag, but these are washi stickers. They're stamps. So I just stuck them on there. The tag's coated so you can easily peel them off. This is just some alcohol inks on the back of some photo paper. This is a page from this antique book that I bought. I think it's 1910. So I bricked out a page, so that's going to go to some lucky winner. This is just a primary pull. This is a Suzanne Dufresne stencil design from PMR Studios. I think that's also a Susan one, and that's a one of the pulls I did when I was doing the birds. Here's some tissue. I think that was from Sandra. So I get a little piece. I'll share that. And then this is one of my grungy prints. And you can make an ATC card out of that or die cut it. That might make some cool, like if you die cut some gears, that would be kind of neat. And then I'll make an art card. If you win, let me know if you want maybe a photo of the blue flowers we're doing or the pink flowers, or if you want me to surprise you, just let me know. So we're going to do some DD rolls. So let's see how many people in chat. There's 44 in chat. Oh, I don't use my good pen again. So let's use numbers, and don't put any numbers in until I say go. Let's do 1 to 75. First one closest without going over. And anywhere, but you have to be able to send me your address to my for me to send it to you. We'll decide after if you need my email address. I can't talk anymore. What else? So meaning like Canada. Well, this pen's not working. So that includes Canada or anywhere worldwide that I can actually mail to. Oh, just wait, Patty. You can put that number in again once I press go. I'm not pressing go yet, but pretty close. So 1 to 75, first one close without going over. Anywhere in Canada, you have to be able to give me your address. And I'm just going to mail it regular mail. So if it doesn't get there because of the post, let me know and I'll send you something else. But I'm not going to spend much number. Yeah. So one number only. Don't take your number out. It's going to be the first one closest, so it doesn't really matter. Thanks, Janet. And let's see if I can type. Ah, I can't type. So this is going to be a fairly short stream. Oh shoot! Just closed my YouTube. goodness. Let's try that again. Janet, can you type go for me? I'm struggling. It's a struggle. The struggle is real. Janet's going to type go. So that's our little giveaway. Thanks, Janet. And 1 to 75, first one closest without going over. I might have your address. If I don't, we'll figure out how we can communicate. Communicato. And I really appreciate everybody coming today. Like, I kind of blasted it out there because I don't do lives all that often. I don't have a schedule. So before I go live, I try to put it in different places. I put it on Instagram, Facebook, different groups in Facebook. I try to mention in a few chats here and there. I try not to be too like aggressive about it. I hope no one feels I'm being overly aggressive and self-promoting. But hey, if I can't promote myself, who will? Who will? All right, we'll wait for chat to slow down a bit. So I will post a picture of this once it's finished onto my socials. Again, that's Devin Rex for Art on YouTube and on Instagram. Facebook, I go by Yolande Alexander. Yes, Janet, I'm wearing those. I'm wearing those today. What else can I say? I think the numbers are pretty much done. So I'm going to say stop. Oh, you know what? I need random generator. So I'm actually going to take my iPad and do a split screen here. I kind of forgot. And because I don't live stream that often, I kind of have to try to remember things. Is it random org? Random number generator. Okay, split screen. Okay, so we're going to do 1 to 75. And we're going to generate a number 63. So 63. Oh gosh, I'm a mess. I'm a mess today. All right, who is closest to 63 without going over? Let's see. So we have 59. It's pretty close. At Beck at 59. I feel like it's Aunt Beck. Hi, Mariah. You have to watch back the beginning. I showed some of your stencils and your card and the promo to get stencils and stamps. I forgot to mention. Peanut Studios also do foam stamps. So check those out. You can use Devin Fan 10 if that's too hard for you to remember. So Aunt Beck, yay, Aunt Beck. So Aunt Beck, I will DM you on IG, or if you want to DM me on IG, we can hook up that way. You can send me your address. Yay. And Aunt Beck, do you want a art card with a picture of the blue one that I'm doing or the pink one that I did? Or would you like a me to surprise you with a random? Hi, Kitty Jen. I don't know, did I say hi? It's been a while. I'm a dandelion on the social meadow, spreading seeds of jelly encouragement everywhere. Thanks, Lady J. That should be my tagline. And Dar just put the link for the stencil I used today. Thank you for my mods, for Dar and for Janet. And Lori was here earlier. I think Kathy Arbor is one of my mods. And I really appreciate this community. I appreciate the opportunity to go live and to chat with you guys. It's lots of fun getting to know everybody on the socials, and just want to be able to interact one-on-one. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming, everybody. I you know, hopefully, like I said, I'll try to do this monthly. And Brendan just said that Barb is streaming at 2 today. I assume that's 2 Eastern. I think Shannon, Art Junkie, streams soon as well. If anybody thinks of anybody else streaming, then by all means put them in. Zandra streams tomorrow on Sundays at 2 Eastern. No, 2 my time. So that's 4 Eastern. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, so I'll probably spend the day doodling on that, and we'll post that up on the socials. Hope you guys like it. And I'll give you guys a big wink. Winky face. Bye.